Hi, I'm Jason Houtsma, guitar instructor for worshipartistry.com. Last week, we taught two songs that were both in the key of B. Phil Wickham's Your Love Awakens Me, as well as Bethel Music's Lion and the Lamb. Both really fun songs, and believe it or not, the key of B is actually one of my most favorite keys to play in, just because of some of the voicings that you can get in the key of B. And so in this video, I'm going to show you just some basic things that you can kind of grab with the 1, 4, 5, and 6 minor chord in the key of B. And then we're going to talk about how you can use those same ideas throughout pretty much any key and just kind of switch up the sound of things. You know, a lot of times you get kind of tired playing G, C, D. You know, looking at different ways to approach those same chords can keep things interesting for us. So let's take a look at the key of B first. The reason why I like the key of B is because you can hold that B chord position if you want to add that third there, but I like to usually just hang in that 2. And so there you're on the 2nd fret. And rather than, in other chords, a lot of times we'll change. You know, if we want to go to an E, F sharp, G sharp minor. But because of where we're sitting with that B, it's really easy to hold this chord. You can pluck the E in the bass instead, and those two, and now you have an E2 chord. You can even include the B note still in there. The F sharp, you can go F sharp suspended simply by putting that pointer finger there and muting the A. And then you get a G sharp minor 7 by moving up there. So you're still only hitting those 3 strings. And you can, strum those out. Or you could pluck them out. You can also, one thing I like to do in B is throw in this major 7 by lifting up this note, and then we still have that B, that open B that we can play, so we can do more of a. Or we can vary those and do more of a. We can play around. Now, that's just some fun stuff that you can do in the key of B. But you can take that same idea and apply it everywhere else on the neck. And you might say, well, how do we do that? So let's say we take a D chord. Oh, but how do we reach that one? Well, we don't have to. What we can do instead is play the higher octave. So we can play something, so D, A, B minor 7, and then you can just simply jump over here, and you could play a major 7, or you could play the 5 chord, either way, but this becomes your G. So once again, and that can move anywhere as long as you start with that. There it is in the key of G. As long as you start this note, whatever that root position is, you can move those all around. So just kind of a fun thing. I would say try it along with those couple songs. Try it with Phil Wickham. Try it with Lion and the Lamb. And then try it with some other keys. I'm going to attach in the blog post here just a few other songs that you can practice it along with. It just gives you a way to be a little bit creative, switch up your chords, and not always be playing the same thing.